All right, round 11 of this Red Bull season with Max and Seb on the squad. We head to the Red Bull Ring. It's going to be a big weekend for us as we have to make an impression on the world, especially at one of our home races at the Red Bull Ring. Max does have a development point, and something he always needs to be better at is adapting. So being able to have the skills to adapt to poor weather on track. He's already really good in adverse weather, but hey, it can always be a little bit better in the long run. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that into his adaptability. Other than that, we have a couple of things on poor condition. That's kind of to be expected. We are running things pretty low here. Difficult race. It was a little difficult, but I think all in all it went pretty smoothly. And if you know what I'm saying, in the long run, I think this is going to be better for us. So we'll go ahead and continue. We have some new chassis coming in hot. Do we have those already on the car? We do. Is the same. What do we have going in car part development? Our rear wing is coming and our side pods are still being worked, and our side pods 3 are still in development. Did I put those on the car already? I have not. Getting some new side pods put on for this week. Let's go. I think there's nothing else really going on. We'll head to the practice sessions, do our race prep as always. I think we're doing pretty good in terms of qualifying. I think we're just going to keep it pretty simple. 2 in the top 10. Keep things relatively light. 1 into Q3 feels pretty good, so we'll leave that as well. I think we have a pretty high aspirations. I think we can get 2 in the top 12 for sure. And then last but not least, we have our qualifying and finish position streaks that are kind of ongoing as is. So that takes care of the race prep. Let's go ahead and head to the race weekend. The beautiful part about basically just ripping stream and putting it on YouTube is that I get to do things like this, where I just do all of the voiceover on stream and then get to straight upload it. Love it. Right, what we're doing here is that we're taking Red Bull and we're trying to drive them so far into the mud that they return to being a bottom dweller in F1. I think it's going pretty well so far. And the goal is to do it not in a super obviously OP way, but to try and do it subterfugely and try and make it look natural.
We return to our
Max still goes fastest. Lovely. Not too shabby. I mean, realistically, we should put in new stuff, so we will. That's already new. Here, let's go. Engine is fine. Engine's not even that worn. Anything that is yellow gets replaced. Everything that isn't, doesn't. Beautiful. Sim to race. Yeah. Still puts it on pole by 3.5 tenths. Woof.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action.
Scintillating F1 action. Now, obviously, the Red Bull Ring is a pretty standard laissez-faire type of circuit, and so I think with Max starting on pole, I think starting on the hards is going to go pretty well. And I think we might try and do the opposite with Seb, where we'll start on the softs, go to the hards, and try and use those tires to our advantage. I'll just go reverse. As always, I think we can under fuel a little bit here, try and go nice off the line. Try and since Max is starting on the hards, we're gonna under fuel by a lap. to make sure. And for Seb, we are gonna overfuel by a lap, as he's gonna start on softs, and so we're gonna be able to push from the start. So Max, we're just gonna leave alone. Seb, we are going to be pushing. Let's do it. Austrian Grand Prix. You haven't updated at all recently. It's up to date, but the update was a little bit ago. I do also think it's a PC issue because you're struggling to use the internet on your PC. Yeah, that sounds like a PC thing.
P1 today. Let's see if they can take
To be fair,
advantage of that position.
I think the internet, just like in general today, has been interesting. Our internet flickered a lot today.
Cars are ready. It's the Austrian Grand
Here we go.
Prix.
From pole and fourth.
It's lights out and away,
And away we go. We're flying. We're flying. All right, we're fine. We're flying. Max, don't fight your teammate. Thank you.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
All right, Seb now doing God's work, diving down the inside for the lead.
Red Bull now pushing on.
Let's go, Seb. Fly away, my man. Fly away. Tire check. Seb is the only one on softs currently. That's kind of to be expected. So the softs really aren't used too much around the Red Bull Ring, which is why we're trying it out, trying to get a little tricky, trying to get a little nasty with it, seeing if we can make something happen, use the tire to our advantage, and get onto the hards earlier. He's already pulled out of DRS range to Carlos, so that is beautiful times, beautiful times. We'll bump him back down to neutral as he starts his new lap. DRS will be enabled, and we will speed this thing up a little bit. Seb is still holding on. Max has fallen off a little bit, but that's kind of to be expected on the hards. We're not the only one on the hards in the top. Seb has lost the lead, which is okay.
Oh, and Ferrari just
We should be able to battle our way forward. They'll drag us along in the long run, which is exactly what we need. Max is going to get dragged along by Lewis, who is on the mediums. So if we can have Lewis drag Max around, then that would be lovely, a little lovely jubbly. I've drank so much water today, and it's been like the best thing ever. But at the same time, I'm so hydrated, if you catch my drift. I'm ridiculously hydrated. I need to take out the trash in my office. I'm learning. All right, Seb, you're falling off a little bit.
No, you DRS.
Yeah, relax, relax. We got it.
Copy.
We got it. It's under control. That's the fastest lap, baby. Whoa, Leclerc just shot out of a cannon right there. Wow, we. We are coming up to Seb's pit window. Love to see it. The plan is working. DRS will do us a lot of good here. It also, the way that the field has separated out behind us is lovely for us. We'll box this lap, Seb. We will box this lap.
Yeah.
We'll bump you down, and we will go on our merry way. Oh, it's gonna rain. Oh, uh-oh. I'm so sorry, Seb. I'm so sorry. Oh, Seb. Oh, my sweet boy. Oh, my sweet, sweet summer child. I'm so terribly sorry.
preparing for rain in pit lane.
Yeah, okay.
Gonna get wet. I mean, enters for 10 laps and then box again for wets. I think so.
All box this lap, Max. Box this lap.
Actually, yeah. Alonso elects to go to the full wets immediately. Honestly, I don't know. I'm actually trying, like, actually, that's not what we're trying to do here. Is this a safety car? If this is a safety car, we come in.
Who's that just crashed?
It is not a safety car, therefore we shan't come in.
That's a spin!
Ricardo spinning. It says it's gonna be wet in 1 minute. Where is Max? It's a box for wets. Verstappen, you also box for wets.
Was that a lockup on the track?
Beautiful stuff. And honestly, now we kind of just let him go.
Who's running wide there?
Honestly, this is about to be the most boring race of all time, just because it's gonna be this for the rest of the time. It's actually just gonna be this the rest of the way.
We've just had a car run wide.
Yes, we are aware that he has a fuel issue. We are aware. Stroll is already 2 laps down. Get absolutely fricked. Is there any chance it comes back? It's just, no, it's going to come down right at the end, which is going to get fascinating to watch.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Latifi locking up.
Oh, did someone run
Latifi
wide?
running wide. Bro, Latifi can't get it right.
Spun out.
Latifi spinning. Oh my god. Everybody's on full wets and Latifi just can't keep it pointed the right way. Lovely. Really is just gonna be this the rest of the way, huh? It is gonna get damp. It's gonna get damp kind of soon. You know, we're gonna play track position with Max and we're gonna leave him alone. And we're gonna let him finish on the wets. We're gonna take a risk as it rains a little bit more. We're gonna play track position and hope that he can hold it down. Said we box for new enters. Max, stay out.
It's a spin.
It's a spin. Dude, Seb should be flying. We are. Keep going. Dude, everybody's still on the wets. What is happening? I mean, it's gonna get wet again right at the end, but at the same time, like, Max is still running way faster than all of the other, like, people on wets.
Like
And Seb is running like seconds faster. No. Oh, it's back already. Oh, Seb, no, my sweet summer boy. My sweet, sweet boy. I wish I could. Seb is in the mud. Max is gonna win by many, many seconds. Unfortunate, really.
Someone's run wide.
And Seb is gonna get. Oh, Seb, no. Yeah, it's all right. We will come through at some point. Start the final lap.
Okay, final lap.
Jesus, everybody, he's lapped everybody. He's even lapped Seb. My goodness.
Okay, that's a checkered flag.
Gross.
Oh, super heavy.
It's gross. Maybe our adaptability shouldn't have been the attribute we went for. Maybe it really shouldn't have been. But oh, Seb got 10th? When did Seb get 10th? How did Seb get 10th? That's wild. Seb gets 10th with the fastest lap. Oh, what a shame. Red Bull extended their lead on us and the constructors. And well, Max closes in by a fair amount to both of them and the drivers, but bing bada boom. You can't see it, but we got $1.8 million. Cool, neat, fun. On to the next one. Our side pods were made. Lovely jubbly. We'll move straight forward. Sporting changes. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Vote against. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is the worst. This is the worst one in the whole world. Oh, please don't. Oh, please don't. Sure. Yes, sure. Why not? I always feel bad saying no to that one. Our new rear wing design is complete. Let's go. Emergency, like 6 of those. And throw that bad boy on there. And then what haven't we made? We have not made a chassis. We will do this. We will make a chassis. We will do it for the good of the squad. And as always, engine cooling only. Our engines are going to be so chilled. It's ridiculous. It's straight ridic. We'll move forward. Regulation vote results. Please. 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 Bro, who votes for these? Who votes for these? This is so dumb. These are so dumb. New side pods, let's go. Nothing like some new side pods. That'll help us forget our woes. That is ridiculously dumb. Dude, we have so many side pods. Let's go. Means we can design something if we really wanted to. We could research something. You know, we'll research side pods. Wait, side pods does engine cooling. No, suspension. We'll get a cheeky suspension, obviously for brake cooling. You know, brake cooling is, you know, rule number 1. And we're gonna be flying next year. We're gonna be able to brake at full capacity 100% of the time. No doubts, no doubts. I'm getting tired of this. I'm just gonna bang all these on. Those are all fine. We have the race begin.
It's Grand Prix time here in Le Castellet.
La Castellet. You beauty. And I've noticed that my camera is set perfectly for when I'm actually sitting up, which means I actually need to remember to sit up. I'm still not a monster. We will be putting on old stuff for the practice sessions, just to keep it going. I'm more used to my Haas save where we have the extra number of everything, and it just makes life so much easier. Actually go back. What a lovely opportunity for Sebastian to get some seat time. I love it. Go ahead and sim to quali. Oh yeah. Moving and a grooving. A lot of grid penalties coming in already. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, everything's born now. Everything's broken. Bang on the new stuff again. The newer stuff again. Seb, I'm sorry, but your engine isn't in the yellow, which means I have to put it on. Everything else is a-okay. Sim to race. Let's go. He still puts it on pole. What the heck, man? What the heck,
The time has
man?
come to fight it out.
All right. Stratagem. Obviously, it worked out last time. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Hards to softs for Max, and we'll do the mediums to hards for Seb. Everything else is going to stay exactly the same. Let's go ahead and head to the grid for this lovely, lovely race weekend.
Taking a look at Max Verstappen. They're in P1. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. And here's the second Red Bull driver. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them.
Lovely jubbly, lovely, lovely.
It's time for the French Grand Prix.
The French Grand Prix.
It's lights out, and away we go.
And away we move, and away we groove. Tire check. A lot of mediums and a lot of hards. So Max, unfortunately, is not going to be too out of place at this point. Seb still managing to hold on to P4. Love it.
DRS now active.
DRS is active. Love to see. Oh God, Max has already pulled 2.5 seconds on Leclerc. What is happening?
Oh, there's a spin.
Stroll spinning in the garbage. In the straight garbage. Max has pulled a 5-second gap with me literally not touching anything. We continue moving, we continue grooving. All right, let's focus up. A lot of uber and just so important stuff happening. Not really. Max is 6.7 seconds in the lead, and Seb is still in P4. Not a whole lot has really changed as of right now, except for the fact that Max is just ridiculously ahead. Do we think Max can make it to the end on conserve from here? Where does that put it? Oh, maybe this one. Wow. Why not, you know? Let's just see what he can do. Let's see how good of a driver he really is. You know, he's had it a little too easy so far. Posture tech, thank you. He's had it a little too easy, so we're gonna put it on light tires and we're gonna see exactly what he's got in the tank. Because I mean, we're gonna have major track position going forward from here literally through the rest of the race. Seb, we're gonna do everything just bang on exactly as is. I mean, Seb is gonna continue to fall out a little bit, and the Ferraris are gonna kind of use each other to kind of pull themselves along, unless they just decide to start fighting and, you know, just don't get over it. We'll push on Seb just cause we can. He set a new fastest lap,
That was a purple lap. I'll let you know
doing
if the situation
absolutely
changes.
nothing. That's not something you'll see.
That is the purple lap for now.
And there's Seb right back on his purple lap.
Your battery's drained.
Battery is drained. Probably box this lap. Sebastian, box this lap. Max continuing on. Honestly, his tires are going to be super good in the long run. And honestly, he still would come out in P3 as of right now. Max's race is just getting started. Carlos is what? The original box lap was like around 40, like 30, between 35 and 40. So basically, once we hit that point, that's when this gap to P2 is going to be absolutely wild. I'm genuinely curious to see if he can keep this up. Leclerc is kind of flying on his new hards, but honestly, this isn't too bad. Oh, the first sets of boxers. Signs in the box. Leclerc 28 seconds behind, by the way. This is going to turn into a fascinating race, literally in the last couple of laps. Like, this is going to be great. It already has come down to 24 seconds. This is going to be incredible to see because it's going to be Leclerc on old hards and Max on used softs. This is wonderful. Where's Seb? Seb's still in P4. Absolutely just vibing. We are approaching Max's pit window. He did get held up by Joe a little bit by the looks of it. Gasly spinning. The time has come down by about 10 seconds since this happened. And we are about to enter the pit window. 43 laps into this one. And we have finally entered Max's pit window. This is going to be fabulous. Sure, we'll even push on fuel because we've saved up 0.8 kilograms. So we'll go ahead and bump that up to standard because we are going to be boxing this lap. Max, box this lap.
So box and pit confirm.
Alright, this is where the magic happens. Only a handful of laps remain. But now we're on the softs, absolutely flying as everyone else is getting held up by backmarker traffic. He's already caught up. That's a new fastest lap. We are flying, actually. That's past signs. Don't want to run out of fuel. I was about to be past. All right, and he's already gone. Max did 42 laps on a set of hards at France and is gonna win by multiple seconds. What is the absolute world is happening? Even when I try and give him a rough strategy call or a rough chance and he still goes out laps like all the way up to through P15 and
great work.
This long-term plan is going to take a very long time at this rate.
Car was good in the race.
Oh, we got a long way to go. I think the problem is that even the side pods and stuff upgrades that we're bringing are good upgrades. That's the problem. We're increasing our cooling, which in the long run is only helping us severely.